What's going on YouTube? It's BurstyB here today, and I'm a little bit sick, but you know who else is pretty sick? These gaming companies, these gaming developers, these console developers, whoever the you are. You guys are all disgusting. This has been the worst generation yet for gaming. Xbox Series X/Series S. This is one of the first times in gaming history that we've had, the flagship console be released with not a flagship console that, runs 1080p like the Series S. It's got that fuzzy Uzzy, alright? It's got fuzzy. If you actually have played on a Series S and you play like Fortnite or something, you'll actually notice a lot of ghosting on the Series S. You'll notice this in a lot of games that are like optimized for the Series X. They just can't be run on the Series S as well. It's like almost running at like 480p, and I'm playing it on a 4K TV, so I'm noticing this stuff. If you're playing on a 1080p screen, you might not notice most of the stuff that I've noticed, but there's that. So PlayStation, on the other hand, they just went up in price in several different countries, including like Europe, Australia, and New Zealand. This is the first time in gaming history that a console actually went up in price during the generation. We have never actually seen something like this. Like, when you bought a 360 back in the day, whatever it was, 300, let's just say that. I'm not going to look it up. It was 300 for the whole generation until maybe the black Xbox came out, which had more storage, which had better features. That's a given. Next, on with the Switch. The Switch, this is also kind of a weird generation with the Nintendo. It was out before this next generation of consoles, but then it stayed here for 5 years into the next generation. And we're almost at like PS6, Xbox Series, whatever the they're going to be called. The Switch 2 is a little underpowered, sure. I'm going to say that. This is also the same generation that we've seen price increases twice. Like, if you remember at the beginning of the PS5, Xbox Series X generation, I guess you can even throw in Switch there because they were there during this generation. Games costed $59.99, any game that you wanted to go get, like Spider-Man Remastered. There was games like Halo Master Chief Collection. I don't even know if that was actually $60, but you know what I'm saying. All these games were $60 if they were, maxed out price. But now, it literally went up to $70 just a few years ago, and now it's going to go up to $80. And this is just in one generation of gaming consoles. And that's pretty crazy because we haven't ever seen anything like that. You go through the whole life cycle of the 360, the whole life cycle of the Xbox One or PS3, PS4. We have never even seen a price increase. Games were $60. That's what they were for 2 generations. And then all of a sudden, generation whatever the fuck it's called right now, because I am so confused. Generation Remastered, that's what we should really call it. This generation just decided to just screw everyone with prices. PS5 going up in price, you have games going up in price. You have the Switch 2 coming out. Of course, it's going to be more expensive than the base Switch, but I don't know, $450, you can just get a Steam Deck. So, what is the point of getting just a locked console at that point? I don't know. The whole thing with the Switch was really cool when it came out, it was a handheld. It was one of a kind. Of course, there was handhelds out. I'm not going to say that there wasn't, alright? Because someone in the comments is going to be like, I had a handheld before the Switch. But really, the Switch, modernized the handheld. That's how we got the Steam Deck. We had the ROG Ally. We had the Legion Go. We have the MSI Claw. We have these things because of the Switch. But, the Switch did its job. It's time to move on. It's also a weird time in gaming because I think we had the most remasters. This generation of consoles has seen the most remasters, HD, remakes, whatever the you want to call it, deluxe. We're getting some craft now. That's really nice, cool. Who really gives a It's like we're getting a lot of remasters or remakes, or we're just getting straight up just more IP content, like Spider-Man 2, 3, 4, 5, Last of Us Part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No one can actually make an original game anymore. And this is why I honestly think that indie game developers are going to have the front row seat in the next few years with the game prices starting to go up. And I really think that the Switch 2 isn't going to do as well. I don't think the PS6 is going to do great. I think really Microsoft actually might come out to be one of the winners, being third place all the time. If they release their Xbox Series handheld, PC slash Xbox interface where you have your Xbox library and you have all the PC games that you've ever bought, bam, that would just wipe out PlayStation. I guarantee it, because, me as a PC gamer, I'm going to buy a Series Xbox handheld because that would be really fucking cool. Take it on the go with me. I have a library of Xbox games. I have a library of PC games. And even if I didn't have any Xbox games, the handheld portion of it is still pretty cool, because if you're a PC player, you have all these free games. This has been pretty much my talk on this generation. I think that it's a really messed up generation, and hopefully they get it right next generation, or I think, honestly, this might be the end of consoles if they don't. Let me know what you guys think about in the comments below, and subscribe to BurstDB for more great gaming content. I'll see you all later.